Anyways.
Stream.
We are... Yes, we stream, but...
Put some buffalo sauce on it. There you
And don't forget to change the title.
I hate everything. I hate everything.
balls.
Excellent. We're on like what? Session
17.
Actually, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're on 17, hun. It's been 13 sessions since your arrival.
Okay. Stream title has been updated and has been given a proper title.
There we go.
War's Respite.
Alright. So we rejoin. Caroline has chased down and brought down several assassins, along with Rivius bringing down a few on his own. One has been taken alive as celestial arrows continue to fall from the heavens, striking the retreating Imperial army. As the wall itself falls silent. What would all of you like to do?
I think Ami would definitely go around to the groups of mages to go check up on them to see how they're doing after the literal miraculous events that have taken place within the last couple of minutes.
Well, as you go around to check on them, the two that were with you up on the front of the wall are perfectly fine, if a bit tired. As you check on the group at the top of the wall, you'll see there's only one mage left standing. The others have all fallen, arrows sticking out of them.
Our mages or their mages?
Ours.
Sad.
The one mage that remains is currently leaning over his friends, slowly removing arrows from them as he tries to give their bodies a little bit of respect. As you head down to the bottom of the wall, you see one of the mages is picking ice shards out of his cloak as he's slightly bleeding from some wounds, but everyone there is fine.
Okay.
And they give you a nod.
She will nod back, thanking great thanks to their assistance in this fight. as this fight literally would not gone him half as well as it had without them.
All right. Anything else?
Rubius would like to walk up and have a chat with the king.
All right. As you walk up to him, he's currently just staring out at the retreating army as they're getting rained upon.
Is this about time to say I've never actually done that before?
Well, it certainly was a good first try.
He's never actually, you know. He only started doing this recently. The whole
Well, in my
manifesting
experience,
thing.
in my experience, when the gods start changing how they behave, it's because they're paying more attention to you.
Oh.
Sometimes it's a good thing, sometimes it's a bad thing. Right now, it was most definitely a good thing.
Oh, I see. I mean, it's not all of my credit. You certainly helped, my lord, and also Ami did as well. But not really though. The walls haven't fallen yet, huh? It's surprising, really.
Get fucked, DG.
Ah, where was I? Fuck.
Love you, bye.
The walls haven't fallen yet.
The walls haven't fallen yet. Honestly, I mostly did it because honestly, I didn't want them to fall. Mostly because I don't think they would have liked justice very much.
The king will let out a little chuckle as he puts his hand on your shoulder. Justice wouldn't have liked them very much either.
Plus, we stole all the fun from Justice anyways.
That's fair.
Oh, Justice will find his fun. He always does. Besides, we have to figure out where we go from here.
That's a very good point. We've survived their assault. What
And
next?
they're
We can't.
licking their wounds now.
It's not exactly the best idea to try and go counterattack. While they're on the retreat, we are still a significantly smaller army.
And we definitely cannot abandon the city. If they decide to swing back around, we can't leave it with less defenders. We barely have enough to man the walls as is.
Well, at least this buys us more time in the large scheme of things.
Agreed. We won't be able to win the war from this castle, but we can certainly delay it.
I mean, if they can't take the castle, then they don't have a chance to win the war either. They can beat us down, but magic certainly is a very, very big equalizer.
Speaking of the castle, I think there was an assassin among that we took care of.
Yes,
Do you
they.
think Caroline took one alive? Nice.
Knowing Caroline, it's entirely possible that she took one alive.
50-50 shot, honestly.
Well,
I'm glad you have so much faith in her.
Last time we tried an interrogation can, you killed him!
That's what I'm saying. I'm glad you have so much faith in her.
he's glad you have enough faith to think that it's a 50-50 that he's alive.
Yeah,
Fair.
fair enough.
Well, it's always good to see that that the desperation play pulled off well.
Honestly, same.
I'm just a little worried about what the consequences might be.
Oh, there's definitely gonna be
Oh,
consequences.
there's gonna be.
Bane might, the Empire's own clerics might be contacting Bane soon.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, since we pulled this stunt with Moonbow.
Yeah. And
Divine intervention on this scale has never happened before in Elerian.
Oh
Yes.
yeah, my
Yeah.
family has told me before. That's why I'm surprised he actually did it. Honestly.
I think we're all surprised that. Well, in the terms of the mages, 3 lay dead, but everyone else is uninjured. Well, everyone else is accounted for in terms of being alive.
Actually, only 2 are dead.
Oh, okay.
1 is injured.
Sick. Two lay dead, 1 injured. Everyone else is accounted for.
My people have already given me. The archers have already reported some of their casualty reports. We took a few beatings, but nothing that can't be recovered. The dead will be treated and with the proper respects and returned to their families.
Their death shall not be in vain. Was not in vain.
I'm just glad, and he looks behind to the other end of the wall. I'm just glad that we didn't have to, the peasant militia didn't have to do anything.
That
You know
was what
what?
I
They
was
don't.
also preventing.
You know what? Fair.
They are very willing to fight for their home, but
They're no Soviets.
they're not.
Yeah.
They're not soldiers. They are untrained men with spears.
Yeah, that was yeah.
Never even got the melee contact of it. We fought a battle entirely by range.
Mm.
Better that way. If ladders reach these walls,
Not good things
well, those
happen.
gates were breached.
I don't even think they had a chance. They never had a chance to even really do any significant damage to the gate.
Thankfully.
Far too much fire was being laid down. Either literally and figuratively.
Hmm. If you excuse me, I'm gonna see if I can. How? Where are the mages that are injured? Where's the mage that's injured?
The maze that injured is this group here at the bottom of the wall.
Injured one is about the bottom, dead ones are at the top.
Oh, do I have? I don't have ceremony prepared, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I don't
You also
even
don't
have
have
it. I
that.
don't think.
You also don't have diving dust, but it's also been a minute, so. Fortunate Revivify is worthless here.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
also
that we
don't
should
have.
probably go get diving dust at some point.
No, I don't have ceremony anyway.
I mean,
Cause
for Revivify. Since, you're a cleric, you can prepare that.
No, I don't have it yet, hon. Wait,
Revivify is a 3rd level spell.
I don't have 3rd level spells, hon.
Oh,
Not
right.
yet.
Right, I
Next
keep
level.
forgetting. 3 levels in Warlock.
Yeah, for RP. I've nerfed myself.
Right. Oh, hope you don't die.
Man. Um. Yeah, I was going to. I was going to healing light one of them, but it's too. So I go heal wizard, but
All right. So you cast healing light on the wizard that is somewhat injured from the ice storm that befell them. Thank you. That feels a lot better.
yeah, you're welcome. I'm sorry about your companions, though.
Could have been a lot worse.
It could have been a lot worse, yeah.
Would have been infinitely worse.
Ah!
Anyways. Yeah, so Mobius will probably just go around checking on everyone, seeing if they need healing, and then he's going to see where those assassin bodies fell. You know, he wants to take a look at them.
Okay, so you're gonna start walking the streets and trying to find where the bodies fell?
Yeah.
Okay,
Tommy would join him.
alright, give me, investigations, since you'll
And
be
this is
investigating the streets.
And this is
Yes,
why
investigation, bah.
I've joined Rivius. I have night vision, dark vision, so
See? Terrible.
why you
Oh,
should have
Guidance
just
can't say that.
yeah, that's why you just guidance me instead.
Yeah, I know. Bro, in guidance,
Okay.
I guidance you. Others.
Or 20, 30,
20.
20. 30, 20.
30, 20.
so you start walking the streets. You paid attention somewhat to what section of the city they were over when Caroline would have potentially caught up to them. So it helps you narrow down your search, and eventually you find the first body. He's crash landed through a cart in the merchant quarters.
I see.
The cart is completely destroyed, as is him.
I mean, fair enough.
Yeah, kinda fell. They kinda fell a ways.
Ouchie.
I think it might
And
have been
after finding him, you begin your search for the second one.
Oh,
You get
I pulled the body out of the cart. You know, fucking.
okay. So you haul the body out of the cart. It's a bit difficult getting in between all of the broken and splintered wood, but you get the body out and you lay it out on the street.
Yeah. Then we go look for the next one.
I'm not fucking.
All right.
Okay.
The
That's-
second one you find as you make your way towards the keep. You find him. You find him splayed out across one of the side roads. It looks like on his way down he smacked against the roof
Ow.
and then proceeded to roll down onto the ground.
I mean, I see.
You can see the point where he hit the roof when you look up, as the roof has several of has a noticeable lacking in terms of plates.
Shingles or whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
shingles. Do you even have shingles in the Middle Ages?
I don't know.
Clay.
Clay
Okay.
shingles.
Okay, fair enough.
you're close to the keep, so this is the place where more of the high end
Ah,
of
yes,
society live.
yes, the rich.
So they can afford clay hardened clay roofs as opposed to the thatch that's used in the lower areas and just wood frames.
Yeah.
But even but as a quick note, even the more middling of society tend to have clay clay shingles on their rooftops due to the fact that Elerian, being a coastal city, has quite easy access to clay.
Yeah, makes
Minecraft.
sense.
Minecraft clay logic.
True.
They have some of the largest clay mines in Elerian. The only ones to have larger ones are the Imperium.
It's mostly because it just has, more territory.
They also held a very clay-rich harbor.
Noted.
Neither of them have the best have the best iron mines though. Both of them rely on other members of other kingdoms in Elerian for their iron.
Ah, yes, and we blew up the Trader's Way bridge. Excellent.
Yeah.
Not that we were really getting anything either. Steal the Imperial clay. Shut up for it. Don't need to steal it. No reason to steal Imperial clay.
One shot idea: steal the Imperial clay.
Why would we steal the Imperial clay?
I didn't think we'd
You
blow up their
dumbass.
clay mines. Which would be actually a horrible idea because it just fucks over civilians needlessly.
Yeah.
Anything, we would raid we would raid convoys from the Iron Kingdom, the kingdom that provides a lot of the Imperium's iron. Demoralization? What the hell is that gonna do to them? They literally employ beasts for the majority of their army. What the fuck? Oh, you wanted to make clay roofs? Well, fuck you. That only hurts the civilians. What the? What are we trying to do? What are we trying to do? Barbarossa this shit? Barbarossa this shit? Like, hello? Like, what? Yeah, I know, alright, but that just doesn't make sense. That's not something we're gonna risk as large versus small.
Here's the thing you gotta remember as well for it. The Imperium doesn't really care what its civilians think.
That's why you're not gonna do the one shot, Will. Who's gonna run the one shot for it?
Anyway.
Anyways.
Pokemon, terrible Pokemon logic aside.
Okay. Well, we make our way towards the keep because clearly we're missing one.
I would have liked to take the whatever remains of the packs they were using to effectively glide their way to to the keep.
The first one, the pack was completely torn apart and splintered by the impact with the cart, but the second one, judging from his face, it looks like he hit the roof head first, and thus his backpack is relatively intact.
Ah, that.
Ouch.
Oh, that man doesn't have a head, does he?
Oh, he still has a head.
Is it dented?
Shut up. Shut up.
for
Shut
the
up.
comfort of everybody else, I won't give more detail.
Yeah, that man's face is probably smashed in not a very good way.
Yeah, for the sake of everyone, it's not good. He didn't land.
Yes,
He
it
didn't land
is.
nicely. No.
I want to put these in bag of holding because I need to start using that thing. But also, I need to start paying a track of what the fuck is in that thing, which at this point I assume is nothing because,
I
if there
don't
is
believe you're putting
anything
anything in there yet.
other
Our
than
goal?
Caroline's stuff when we did
Yeah.
the night raid,
Yeah.
other than that, the
Yeah.
only
Other
thing that
than
we put in
that,
there.
and then we also put our gold in it because the king
Well,
likes to give us thousands.
well,
when we
gold
do
doesn't
have
weigh
gold.
anything for the
Yeah.
purposes of not making the game impossible to play.
Yeah. Fair.
Mostly intact. What should I call these?
I think
Uh,
you can call them gliders. I think they're gliders.
You can call them whatever they want. I
Okay.
currently have them listed for you as a mysterious flying machine.
It's- Miss Fine. MFF. MFM. Not MFF. This isn't some furcon. Oh my god. Anyways, and otters.
All right. So as you make your way up to the keep,
Hey,
well,
I forgot to prepare my spells for the day.
It's fine.
you can do that now if you want.
I need to change out 2 spells. Hold on.
Anything can I tell anything about like, just straight off the bat by how the second one looks, since it's, as you said, mostly intact?
Um, Give me one moment. Um, Give me another investigation.
I guidance, bah,
And assistant.
and assistance, bah.
Okay, so it's at advantage.
I mean, I don't have proficiency in investigation.
Wow, that
so...
wow.
Wow.
Okay,
Alright,
17.
That's a
17.
That's
17. Okay.
thank you for rolling 2 more fucking 8s. That's just what we needed. Thank you. You couldn't stop with the Pog God Summon roll. You had to extend to the roll to investigate this damn thing. God, thank you, dice. Thank you.
So many 8s have been rolled this
God.
night.
8. Pepe's W.
You can't even roll 9 to tell me no. You just have to roll an 8.
As you take a closer look at it, you can tell it's made out of it's made out of a very it seems to be very finely woven cloth that is tightly wrapped around very light and thin wood. From what you can tell, it seems as though the intention is to fulfill a similar effect to that of possibly some kind of wing. But there's definitely no mechanism with which to create lift.
So it's made out of
Finely woven cloth and light, thin wood.
I see. Okay.
Otters.
Nodders.
Or I've never played Mario Kart. Well, not here. Nor do I own it currently. Nor do I want to own it. Mario Kart just causes problems between friends more than people already cause problems between friends.
I don't play Mario Kart because my driving skills in video games are terrible.
Garfield Kart is worse. Okay, and? Okay. Okay for it? Mario Kart's still shit.
um. All right. Anything else before you head up into the keep?
No.
All right. As you head up the hill up into the keep, we'll move over to Caroline. As you and the group of archers here at the battlements have yourself a prisoner.
I assume he's been all shackled up and ready to go to wherever he needs to go.
They have shackled him at hands and feet, and he currently has two of them. He currently has two archers on either side holding an arm.
If I seem to remember last time, he wasn't exactly what you would call talkative.
Yeah, he continues to just stare at you, and occasionally moving his stare to one of the archers and then back.
She's just gonna sigh and it's just like, staring isn't going to get you anywhere. It would be best for you to just talk and get this over with. Or don't. Either way. We will get the information we want either way. It's just a matter of, do you want to do it with someone that cares that you live or someone that doesn't?
He continues to just stare at you. He seems as though he maybe wants to say something, and if you want, you can give me a persuasion.
Let's go with that -1. Caroline is no talker. 14. That's not bad.
Not horrible. He will look up at you and he'll say, I'll talk to the king, not some mercenary."
Oh, she kind of leans a little closer and it's just, and why specifically the king? Why not me? I represent the king to a degree. After all, me and my companions are the one that have done quite a bit of his dirty work. So it would be fair to say that we represent him to some regard. And any message you can say to him, you can say to me.
I will only speak to the person who will eventually decide my fate.
I mean, I can decide your fate right now.
You could, and then you won't get any information.
True. But it would be equally as fun just to kill you right now.
And he'll lift his head to expose his neck.
I'm gonna jack him in the
I can
throat.
make it easier.
Yeah, no, I mean, Caroline just jacks him in the throat. If you think you're gonna...
He falls forward, but he's still held up by the two archers holding him.
And that is bold of you to assume that I would take you up on that offer. If I was so willing to kill you, I would have done it while you were still in the air like your friends and watched as you dropped. But I suppose we can amuse you. She's gonna look to one of the archers and goes, just take him somewhere secure. Don't keep your eyes on him. I'm sure he's got a little trick he doesn't want to show me, but if he's more than willing to show the king, then so be it.
I'm sure the jailer would like some company. And they start walking him down the tower to take him down to the dungeon.
Hmm. I do not trust that man at all. Alright.
That's
And,
saying something.
and she is going to kind of make her way back towards the king because she wants to talk to him.
All right. So as you make your way down the battlement, you will see Rivias and Army coming up the road after they've as they seem to be investigating, trying to find the bodies that you dropped from the sky. They're currently at the second body as Army's looking over the mysterious machine.
Hmm. She's gonna just kind of pass by them, give them like a little wave, and just kind of continue on.
Oh, hello. Oh, we were I was looking for you actually.
Oh. She'll kind of stop and turn to face Rivios.
Because we saw 6 of them.
Mm-hmm.
I took out 3. 2 of them
Mm-hmm.
are on the ground. Where's the
Mm-hmm.
last one?
Oh, we have him.
Oh, he's alive?
Yes, don't sound so surprised.
I mean, the last time I tried an interrogation, you killed the man, Caroline.
I seem to remember that differently. But she just kind of shrugs.
Whatever. Ah. Okay, so where is he? In the dungeons?
Yes, he is being taken to the dungeons, and,
Is he talkative?
he is as silent as one can be.
I mean, I'm sure the king and I can make him talk.
He specifically said he wanted to talk to the king.
Oh, that makes
I,
things
I,
easier,
sus-
I think.
I suspect he's going to try something, though.
Oh, he can try something, all right.
Hmm. I'm not sure of what, though. Checked him
Oh,
over. I checked him over and he didn't have anything on him, but that doesn't mean that he doesn't have something nasty.
I can also try something.
You are more than welcome to.
Oh no, if he tries something,
I
he
mean,
can. He's free to.
yeah, though I would just be mindful he seems not afraid of death. In
Of course,
fact,
he's not. In his line of work, he's not scared of death at all.
I don't know.
Um,
Some people have a self-preservation instinct.
Most things will. It's just that they've probably been forced by the Imperium not to, if I had to take a guess.
Oh, more than likely. Though. I mean, he offered for me to kill him. I refused, but I did get my satisfaction, though.
of course he offered. Of course you did.
Yeah,
Mhm.
he presented it. He presented his neck, and I proceeded to remind him why he was still alive.
Hmm. Anyways, you should
Uh,
probably get the king. I'm gonna go
I
pay
mean
our new friend a visit.
that is exactly the plan. I was going to
Alright.
go grab him and inform him of our new companion.
Remember,
Okay.
do you remember to read over the exact wording of Zone of Truth?
Oh, yeah.
Just remember, that matters a lot because it will very much change what you can and can't do with that spell.
You create a magical zone that guards against deception and a 15 radius sphere centered on a point of your choice. Until the spell
Caroline's
ends.
gonna go to the king.
Okay, go
Alright.
ahead. A creature enters the spell's area for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there
Alright.
must make a cast saving throw. Continue.
So, Caroline, you make your way down to the walls as at this point the rain is beginning to slow, and as you get up to the wall, it has now stopped. As the wall is now it now has several people tending to the wounded that Rivius wasn't able to get to, and just checking everyone over to make sure that there's no injuries, there's nobody whose life can still be saved, and the king is having a conversation with Justice on the top of the wall.
Just can you repeat that last sentence? I'm sorry.
Justice and the king are
The-
having a conversation on the wall.
Yeah,
Okay.
Justice and the king are both staying on top of the wall having a conversation with each other.
All right. Yep. She is going to approach, and she is going to pipe up and go. So King, I have a lovely surprise for you.
I trust that it's good news about the infiltrators.
Ah, yes. One of them's alive, and in the lovely care of your jailer.
Excellent. He hasn't had to have any entertainment in about 3 years.
Which is rather unfortunate. But figured I would tell you because the gentleman seems to refuse to communicate, but has made it abundantly clear he is only going to speak to you. So I thought I would just inform you of the situation.
Well, he's in luck then. I'd very much like to speak to him.
Well, I patted him down for any sort of physical means he might have to escape or anything. I didn't find anything, though that doesn't excuse any sort of magical epithets he might have on his person. So I would advise a bit of caution. But you probably already know this.
Don't worry. I wouldn't be the first time a prisoner's tried to stab me.
I figure not, but I would rather say safe than sorry. Just
Agreed. There are many dangerous people, especially during war.
Exactly, and considering this man is not afraid to die, if he does have something, I expect it to be very, very nasty.
Well then, I should make my way to the keep. Justice, I trust you'll be able to watch the wall from here. Yes, my lord.
Anything you might particularly want me or my companions to do?
Well, if any of you want to sit in on the interrogation, you are free to. You might be able to help in some way.
I believe Revius has already started to make his way down there. But I wouldn't mind sitting in on an interrogation. And I assume my friend Nami is going to be there as well. So you will have all three of us.
Well then, let's make our way to the dungeons.
Sounds good.
Ame probably would have gone to collect the entirely intact mysterious flying machine from whatever guards collected it.
You darn whippersnappers and your flying machines.
I mean, I can just cast fly if I wanted to.
I have my booties, but they need to probably recharge.
We're tired.
Yeah, tired feet.
Alright, so as you and the king start making your way back up the road to the keep, we will go back to Ami and Rivius. As you enter the keep, Ami, you'll see one of the archers bringing down the mysterious flying machine, and Rivias, you'll see the three people heading down some stairs. One of them seems to be getting dragged.
If you excuse me, I'm gonna pay our new friend a visit before the king gets there. And he goes off to
Alright.
follow after the people dragging him to the jailer.
So we will follow Rivias for a moment. As you go down the stairs into down into the underground of the keep, you see them drag this man to a large guarded door. They knock on it 3 times, and a dwarf opens the door with a big cheer. Ah, finally, guests! My chains were starting to get lonely. Come, bring him in and put him there. You can take those restraints off. He won't need them here.
What? Sorry. I assume I would have collected the intact mysterious flying machine by now, right?
Yeah, you can easily flag down the person who's carrying it and ask them to give it to you.
Okay. I assume the only thing like damaged about this one is the strap. Is the strap correct?
One of the wings is slightly damaged, but
Well,
it is still mostly intact.
That could probably be fixed by
It is intact to the point where
Mending.
a skilled craftsman could just patch it back up to how it was before, without needing to know too many intricacies of how it works.
Well, that's what I'm here for. I want to figure out how it works. Eventually. But for now, after collecting it, I'm gonna go down to the dungeons and follow Rivius down. We'll find the dungeons.
All right, so you follow down, and you hear the faint echo of the finally guests. And as you approach the door, Rivias, the 2 archers will leave, now carrying their manacles in hand.
He doesn't think that. I mean, he trusts the jailer, but also I don't think understaining an assassin is a good idea. But you know what?
I mean,
Fun
he
is
has
fun.
nothing on him as far as we know, so if he tries
Fair enough.
anything funny, well, there's a cleric in the room. There's a very boisterous dwarf, so he's probably a bit of a badass, and there will also be a wizard in there that would very much obliterate that person on the spot. So like,
True.
don't try a thing. True smile.
Anyways, Rivius will enter the jailer's quarters. Knock on the
Also,
door first.
what's Isidore think on the mysterious flying machines and the aftermath of the battle in general?
So Isidore, now that he's finally recovered from witnessing the literal divine power of gods,
God.
he has his paper and pen back in his hand, and he's currently writing down. He's currently drawing out the design that he can see. And when you interact with him again, he'll say, "These things are quite interesting. I don't fully understand how they could provide flight."
I think it is more along the lines that they are letting the wearer glide rather than than any than actual flight. At least from a first look,
Hmm.
because it doesn't
It's
seem like any of them can actually provide lift.
But gliding can only get you so far. They would had to have started high up. So how did they get there?
That's my guess, is that they started high up. Maybe from the keeps, although that is quite far.
It would have to be very efficient gliding, yes, if to start from that far. The Dread Keep, the mountaintops are quite high, but that's several days away.
There can be some very determined workers. We'll have to see. Uh,
Well,
we should probably go interrogate the fellow that Caroline captured.
probably a good idea, yes. I'm sure he can help us understand these things better.
Oh, I'm sure. Now that. Let's go to the jailer.
Alright, Rivias, as you enter, as you knock on the door, the jailer will answer, "Ah, what is this? More guests?" Or and he'll open the door. "Ah, halfling. You aren't one of my normal guests."
Normal, Wonka.
Hello. I was just wondering if we can speak to our new friend here.
"Ah, yes, I'm just getting him comfortable in his new room." And he will open the door for you to come in, and you can see the man is now restrained against the wall.
Oh,
His hands locked into tight manacles, holding him against the wall. A brace around his neck, preventing
gee.
him from moving, as well as a gag in his mouth to stop him from speaking,
Uh,
just in case he has any spells.
I think my companion looked him down, and he doesn't. I don't think he has any magical capabilities, but I'm sure my friend can. My other companion can
Also
see if he has
necessary
any.
because a lot of spells require somatic components. There are a couple of verbal only, but there's not too many of those, especially ones that could provide teleportation. Go on.
Anyway, but yeah, magical. Yeah, in magical capabilities. But anyways, my name is Rivias. I'm pleased to meet you. I'm one of the, how you say, King's mercenaries.
You're one of the adventurers that the maids have spoken to me about. Yes, I hear
We,
you've done good work for the kingdom.
yeah, I have done good work. We just finished the war defense. Actually, defense of the walls. Thankfully, the walls haven't been breached. So,
Well, I have to now that I have gotten our guest comfortable, I need to ensure that he is wearing the appropriate attire for a place such as this. So, unless you enjoy seeing that, I would advise you look away while I get him his new clothing.
hmm.
And he'll head over to a chest and get out some basic rags to replace the man's leather armor.
Mhm. They'll probably just Rubius will probably just step outside again. Just
And as
wait.
you step outside, Ami is about to enter.
Oh, the jailer's dressing our new friend, so you might have
Noted.
to wait.
After a few minutes, you'll hear a shout. All right, you can come back in now. He's decent.
Okay. Come in. We go in. Okay.
We go in.
We go in. Okay, so I would like to ask the dwarf to ungag our new friend here. I would like to have some choice words, not choice words, just some words.
And he will remove the gag from the man's mouth. All right, now you better keep your mouth clean. All right. If you don't, I'll have to wash it out.
Wonky lovely waterboarding.
Pepper meltdown.
Actual puppet.
And he goes to take a seat while he lets you do your interrogation.
Hello, my friend. I see that that you are. So, what brings you to Elerian? You could have just gone through the. I mean, you probably would have not gone through, not have lasted through the front gate. Pretty nice machines you have, though. Where'd you
Indeed.
get them?
Son of Jeff.
And while he's doing that, he's going charisma saving throw, DC 15.
All right.
I know if he fails or saves.
Yeah, can't speak a deliberate lie, but can admit the truth.
Damn it!
He saved. He fucking saved.
Yeah,
Madge.
he rolled a 15.
Madge.
Match.
Well, you know he's made the save.
So I have a question.
What?
Are
Go
you?
ahead.
I was like, are you? So he. Ah, shit. He did fail. Never mind.
No,
He
he
Never
did
mind.
save.
he did save.
Yeah, no, that's what I meant. Just shit.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Heck.
I mean, you know he succeeded. So I mean, if you wanted, you could just drop it and then recast it again and fucking preach the man fails.
I mean,
Up to you though.
fair.
I mean,
No.
Yeah.
oh my god.
I can spend a freaking 2 spell slots, but just came off a long rest.
That's alright, yeah.
Again!
All right.
The cats have returned.
Let's see this.
He fails!
Oh, hush.
Anyways, my friend,
me, babe.
where did you get your contraption?
Remember, he doesn't have to. It's just that he can't speak a deliberate lie.
Yeah. You can't deliberately lie
He's aware
to
of
me.
it, and he can avoid answering. This is
Yeah.
where the the jailer can come in. Although
Uh-huh.
torturing isn't the most effective, because it just tells us what we want to hear.
Yeah.
Torture is actually very ineffective, but you know, this is medieval and people don't know that yet, so like fuck. But like also
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
So he'll just say, "I don't have to tell you anything. I said I will talk to the king. not to any of you.
Oh.
I don't speak to mercenaries.
Does
But
this man
aren't
look like
you
a
a
mercenary?
mercenary?
Does this man look like a mercenary?
Yeah, is he also a mercenary?
Um. If you take a look at the armor, at his leather armor that is lying next to the jailer on a chest, it seems to have no insignias or markings that show him to be a member of the Imperium. But there's nothing that directly says that he is or isn't a mercenary.
I mean, there's nothing marking you as an official member of the Imperium either. So how do we know you're not a mercenary?
Mercenary to mercenary, you know?
I hold a significant contract that the secrets of my employers do not get said to anyone.
Hmm. Fair enough.
Can't fault a mercenary for wanting to stick to his word.
Yeah, contracts can be rather nice. The one we have with King is pretty nice.
Were the others that were with you other members under the same contract?
Indeed, we were all part of the same company.
Ah.
Their deaths are unfortunate, but they're replaceable.
Hmm.
It's the life. It is the life of a mercenary.
Yeah.
Well then, if you should only speak for the king, I believe our friend Caroline is on their way to get him. So I guess we shall just wait.
Why specifically the King, though?
It seems only right to have a conversation with the man who will decide my fate.
Perfectly,
Fair
perfectly
enough.
fair. If you work with us, he'll probably. If you work with him, he'll at least probably give you a better chance of survival.
Oh, I have no expectations of leaving this keep alive, but the method of the death can be changed.
Hmm. So, your plan was to infiltrate the court and cause mayhem? What? We're-
I guess that shall probably be something we have to wait for the king to learn. Revius?
He's boring.
Well, the
Oh
mercenary
well.
has nothing else but their honor, so I cannot fault them.
Honestly, yeah, that's fair.
Well, as you're waiting, it takes about 3 minutes for Caroline and the king to make their way down into the dungeon. As there is no knock, the door simply opens as the king walks in, and the dwarf stands at attention. Just, my lord, I have secured the prisoner, and he is ready for your presence.
Oh, once the King enters Zone of Truth, he has to make a Cha saving throw.
Yes, everyone has to make one. So, including I, but I don't. You know what? I'll make it. I'll play by the rules. I don't cheat. Only got a. Okay, okay, I made it. Forcible, strong, nodders.
Rivius wasn't gonna lie anyway.
Well, I mean, I don't think you have to make it because you're the one fucking casting the damn thing, but like.
You know what? Fair.
That's...
Yep. King's
You
fine.
cast. Yeah. Does Caroline
Yeah,
make
I
one?
mean, it's a level 12 bard that has 20k. I would have been surprised if he failed.
He would have failed if it was if it was a natural one.
Or
Caroline
a
also fails.
four, 4 or 5.
Oh
Yeah,
well.
4 or 5 when he would have failed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any a 5 or lower, and he would have failed.
Mm,
Anyways.
I take it that's for.
Oh, that's
Zone
for
of
Zone of Truth. You entered it.
Yep. Yep. That's what I was about to ask.
Yeah. I mean, technically, the jailer does as well. So, moment.
I mean, not even technically, he just does.
Jailer failed, but he's not
No,
saying anything.
I mean, no. I mean, he knows he's under the effects of it. The only thing
Yeah.
he can't do is deliberately speak a lie. That's
Mhm.
that's it.
Mhm.
So unless the
Alright.
jailer is going to lie a lot, there should be no problems, right, Umps? It's Clint.
Okay. Rivius is going to be like, my lord, he's rather uncooperative.
He wishes to only speak with you.
The uncooperative types. Well, and he'll look the man directly in the eyes. I'm here now. What would you like to say? Well, my lord, let me just say that it is an honor to meet you. And he just turns around to Rivius. He's under the effect, right?
Was that a lie? If it wasn't a lie, it's fine.
That was not a lie, no.
Okay, then it's fine. As long as the man does not speak a deliberate lie, it is fine.
No, it was more of the king was surprised at the greeting. So he was asking Rivius if he was under the effect.
Yeah,
Oh no, he's actually very true. He made sure that he cannot lie to you, my lord.
yeah, that's
Well,
Well, deliberately. He can be, evasive, but
yes.
well then, let's see if you're willing to have a civil conversation then. What are you doing here? Well, my lord, I was sent here to infiltrate your court and cause disruption amongst your courtiers. Me and my
okay.
men were sent here to plant, scheme, and murder to do whatever we could to destabilize your realm.
So sent to infiltrate the court and cause
My chair has been taken over by cats.
disruption among the realm. Okay.
Cats on my chair.
Alright, so then if your mission here was to destabilize and kill and disrupt my court, why would you simply just tell me this? Well, my lord, there is no reason for me to keep this information from you. You hold me prisoner in your dungeon. All of my men that I came here with are dead. As I see it, my best hope at survival is to speak. It means breaking my contract with the the with the field marshal, but I never did like contracts anyway.
Was contracted by the field marshal. Interesting.
Hmm.
All right, so your loyalties are very much up for sale then.
We had determined that
My
he is more than likely a mercenary due to his lack of marking on any of his armor, and by the fact that he is under contract. So that would make sense.
So tell me then, what is your mercenary group? I belong to the group known as the Ravens of Chaos.
Raven. Chaos.
Hmm.
Your group has worked for a long time with the Imperium. I know that. I've seen the reports of your groups burning entire villages, and you so very quickly betray your longtime contractor. I'd hardly call it a betrayal, and more of a handing in my resignation.
Hmm.
I consigned myself to death the moment I landed on your battlement and had several arrows pointed to my head.
Hmm.
I think now is as good a time as any to retire, honestly. Well,
So, so
go
you
ahead.
choose this opportunity now to just give up now that you're basically dead.
Seems as good a time as any for a change of employment, especially if it has the potential to save my life.
Well, I mean, he's under zone of truth, so and it would have stopped him from telling a lie. So I mean, he's
He's
genuine
been
about it.
he's he's been genuine this entire time, so I don't see any reason to not believe him, Mikey.
Well, well, no, deliberate lies.
No, no deliberate lies. He isn't straight. He isn't. He may be sugarcoating some things, but we don't know.
I mean, all I'm getting from this is he's a coward.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He definitely is a coward.
I mean, what can you do when you're I mean, what are you gonna do when you're locked up?
Shut the fuck up.
Then he just went over how the best chance he has for surviving is by doing literally the opposite.
Hmm. Still doesn't make me think that he's not a coward.
Oh,
I mean, but
Oh, I have been called a coward before. Don't worry about that.
See,
so.
the coward acknowledges it, so there should be no problem with my words.
Oh, I have a question. What is the relation of the field marshal to the emperor? Weird question, but interesting. What does the
To
field marshal do?
to my knowledge, the field marshal is the emperor's son. He
Oh, it's a
commands
family
the
business.
he commands the entirety of the imperial army.
so then the
Uh,
attack at Trader's Way was was a feint.
I am not privy to any direct information.
That was that is fine. That was more of a that was more of a looking back, since we three were also at the battle of since we three were also there.
He also said,
This is the second time we've been involved in a major battle between Elerian and the Imperium.
by control, do you by control do you mean?
I think he commands all of it, Rivius.
Commands all of it.
I think the only one who could supersede his command would be, well, the Emperor himself.
Right.
That is, as I understand it, yes.
Hmm.
From what I understand, the Imperium works off a unique command structure. I don't fully understand it, but I know that the Emperor and the Field Marshal are at the top.
Well, from what we've gathered, the a lot of the higher ups seem to have some form of link via psionics. That's as far as we can gather from our own forays into the Empire's camps before the Battle of Traitor's Way, and afterwards as well.
Hmm.
And then the king will say, well,
Ooh, I wonder if
you've been incredibly cooperative. Is there any questions the rest of you have for him?
My only question stands to be, who gave you these flying machines that you were using to fly over the walls?
My unit commander told me that these were new mechanisms to allow prolonged flight. He said he didn't understand it, but it came directly from the field marshal along with our mission.
Ah,
So the field marshal had these commissions.
I
I
don't
see.
know where they came from. I don't even know what they actually do. All I know is that the entire way over here I was waiting for something to go wrong and to meet the ground.
Well, the only thing that did go wrong was you got unlucky. You would have succeeded if it were not the words of the goddess Moonbow.
Yeah, the goddess, her ladyship did warn us to watch the skies for you guys, for you and your unit. I would apologize, but I won't.
But yes, don't ask me how those things work because I have absolutely no idea.
If anything, it
Where's the
looked
shot?
well, it's worth a shot. I mean, we'll probably go through and attempt to study in them and really try to decipher what they do with help of other mages from Elerian, but we appreciate the knowledge that they were just from the field marshal.
So, my lord, and he looks back to the king, I have been as helpful as I can. What will be my punishment? The king will let out a sigh. You attempted to infiltrate my castle and disrupt my court.
I mean, you should watch your boss.
Ultimately, you still belong here, and you will remain here until I decide if you are of any other worth. For now, you can be given more comfortable accommodations. There's no need to keep you chained up, but you will remain in a cell. And the king will look to the jailer. Ensure that he is kept at least somewhat comfortable. If he's of any other use to me, I would prefer him to still be in such a talkative mood. And the jailer will say, "Yes, my lord, of course." If there is anything else you three would like to know from him, now's the time to ask before we move on.
Where did you come from? Like, where was your point of, well,
Yeah,
launch?
where was your point of launch? Because those things don't have. What did you say? They don't provide
They
actual
didn't,
flight,
they
right?
didn't provide any form of lift, from what I could gather on first look.
So did you?
I remember we took flight a little ways behind the battlefield. Some
Ah,
mages helped us get up high enough. They said, and there was some person standing nearby talking about currents and pathways
the
and
winds.
when the right time to go was. I didn't fully understand it.
So
Hmm.
so you were that. So it wasn't that far. Our first thought was you guys where you launched from the Dread Keeps.
A very
No,
far
we
guess, but
launched a little ways behind
hmm.
the camp, the siege camp.
Ah, see.
Ah,
See.
right.
Mages flew us up about 300 meters into the air and then let us loose.
Huh.
What is it?
Me just have fly, nodders.
I mean,
That's supposed to be.
yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, I don't think we can get anything else out of him.
That was a good amount of information.
Yeah.
Well, for what we could get. Couldn't get everything, but you know
Well.
what? That's fine. Happy he's not just going to be senselessly executed. He was just trying to do his job.
Mhm.
All right,
Alright.
so as the king turns to leave, the jailer gets up from his perch and moves over and starts unchaining the prisoner and drags him over to one of the cells.
You can drop Zone of Truth now, yes.
I did. I will. I have.
So it seems as though, and he looks at the machine that you have, Ami. It looks as though the Empire has some interesting new technologies.
It would seem so. I think our best bet would probably for me to take it to the library and go over it with the leading mage of Elerian. I have other business to talk with them too about as well.
Seems as good a plan as any. I'm sure that amongst all your books you can find something that's useful.
Hmm. Is any more payment coming our way?
Yes, you certainly deserve quite a bit considering all that you've done.
Uh,
I will have payment ready for you in the morning.
hmm. I also wouldn't mind some being forwarded to the libraries, as the mages from there also played a very large part in the defense.
They will be appropriately compensated. I have I know that they have been planning an expansion to the library for a long time.
Thank you, my lord. And she will bow. Let's see. No, she will just formally bow. Her now 3 tails swaying around idly.
All right. As you leave the dungeon and walk back up the stairs into the main and make your way back to the main hall, you see Justice entering as he walks straight up to the king, and you can hear him say, "The army has pulled back a significant way. I have sent scouts out to keep an eye on them, my lord." Very good, Justice. Before the night's over, we should convene the war room and discuss what we'll do next. We have a lot ahead of us. And him and Justice will both walk into the throne room with the doors closing behind them. All right. It's getting quite late at this point. It's coming near to about 10 p.m.
That was all happened before 10 p.m.? What the fuck?
So is there anything else you would all like to do before you bunk down for the night?
No. Nothing here.
Not that
I
I can
mean,
think of.
Rivers would probably just want to
Oh, no
commune with the
talk. I
goddess
mean,
and say thank you, honestly.
I
He's
mean,
not rude.
fair? Fair? Ami might join him? Question? I don't know. Fucking
I mean,
thanks for
I don't
quite
know.
literally saving the kingdom?
Yeah.
You know?
He'll probably stop by the temple and,
Upgrades, baby. Upgrades. I mean,
upgrade.
we might not get that many upgrades in this time in comparison to last
True.
times. Which is fine, because we're already at
Honestly.
+2 stuff. Like, that's already an
Uh-huh.
effing lot.
My. Anyways, Rivius would say to Tommy that he's gonna go to the temple and say his thanks for for Moonbow's help. Would you like to join me, Ami? I was before bedtime. I was going to say my thanks to Lady Moonbow herself for her help during the battle.
I think I'll accompany.
If it wasn't for her, the walls may have been breached, and who knows what had
Things
happened.
would have possibly gotten a lot worse.
Yeah.
As if it had not been for her intervention. However,
Yeah.
because of that intervention, things will have very probably direct consequences that we just won't be able to see for a while.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
That's fair.
we will get to those when they show up.
Mhm.
For now, we revel in our victory.
Mhm. Anyways, DM, we go to the temple.
All right, so you head to the temple district. It is very silent. All of the temples are dark as they have been abandoned for the shelters.
That's a mage.
I knew it was supposed to be a frog, but I didn't see the frog.
As you enter into the Temple of Moonbow, you do see a single man kneeling at the altar.
Hello, my friend. Are we interrupting something?
Oh no, I was simply saying my nightly prayer. Oh, you're. I take it you're soldiers. And
Uh,
Mm,
he
more
looks at your.
mercenaries. More mercenaries, really.
we are not formally with the Elerian military. No, we were
Well,
just assisting them with the defense. Um,
We
well
just
from what I've heard, the defense has gone well. I have sent word to the shelters, as have the other priests. That
oh, are you the head around here?
no, the head left me in charge of the temple
Oh,
to ensure that someone remains here unless the temple itself comes under attack.
no. It was thanks to Lady Moonbow that the defense ended so well.
yeah, we came here because my companion and I here we communed with her on the battlefield, and surprisingly enough, he answered.
The hell is that?
That's
It's
I.
phenomenal. I know. An actual miracle, I like to think.
It's certainly his. I didn't know any gods would ever directly intervene in anything here.
Well,
Yeah, me either, honestly.
I've heard some of the older dwarves and some of the elves talk about how in their world it was commonplace for the most elite of clerics to be able to summon the will of their gods, but
well,
it's never been seen to happen here.
magic hasn't been around long. Magic hasn't been around for too long in the grand scheme of things.
Yeah, my family says the same that magic. Um, I'm actually one of the first to have magic in my line.
Not biting.
So it's all new to me, really.
Well, it's still new to a lot of us, I guess. It's as your friend said, it's only been here for 200 years. It's not been that long. At least, and it's only been one lifetime for some of the people who worship here.
But for the elves that have been here, well, some of them have been here the entire since well they first walked through the tear.
Well, I just finished my prayer. I'm going to now that I know the temple is safe, I plan to get some rest.
Have a good night, fellow fel my fellow worshipper.
And he will give a bow, and he will walk out of the temple.
Maybe it would return the bow before kneeling and pulling out the statuette.
All right. Give me your religion roll.
Yeah, hold on. So,
I will assist.
Otters.
1d20 plus
2d20
2d
plus
2d20 plus
2d20 plus 7.
KH 1 plus 7.
2d20 kh1 plus 7.
23.
I'm gonna guidance it.
All right.
Ouch.
Can
24.
you
24. All right. So you kneel and begin saying your thanks to Moonbow, and as you do,
Hold on.
Rivius.
I
Hmm?
forgot the music.
Oh yeah, we have no music.
Hold on, I got it.
Yeah, I have not had music on this entire session. I am professional.
It's fine. Continue.
As you say your prayer and your thanks, Rivius and Ami, both of you here in your head, it was quite the discussion about whether or not we should help you.
Both you and Lady Saloon?
No, Saloon said that she will support whatever we decide. It was a discussion between me and Mistra.
Oh.
Oh, wait.
Why? Why would Mistra...
Huh.
Huh.
When
Sweats.
when Ami decided to add her power to your prayer, Mistra took some interest. We discussed at length about whether or not we should intervene. She said that that doing so would be dangerous. That the consequences of it might not be seen for a while. That the risk might not have been worth it. I argued that we'd been sitting around allowing Bane to run wild in Elerian for too long. Ultimately, we came to the compromise of well, I say compromise. We basically said that I'm right. She forbade me from more direct intervention, but
The fact
with her,
we only rolled a fucking AIDS prevented that.
she did aid me in providing some covering for you.
Oh, the Celestial Heirs was both of your efforts, I'm supposing.
As in a similar act of cooperation, her magic helped bolster them. But understand, what we've done, we have broken a unwritten rule that was made between all the gods here. That we wouldn't directly interfere with this world.
Well, Mr. already broke that herself, and well, she altered my fate.
Yes, I believe she has, and
has put me down the path that I am currently on, that will eventually lead into, I can only imagine, but I walk the path that I do because of her. So,
She certainly is a big part of your path, just as I am a big part of Rivia's. She technically broke the rules, but she kept it from all of us. Mine was a much more
yes,
public display.
I do believe that your acts visible from the entirety of Elerian.
Whether or not it was seen in the entirety of Elerian is unimportant. What is important, it was seen by every single god here.
Hmm.
Including Bane.
Well, it was his army that you routed, so and the reason he would be the one the first to know, other than your sister.
Well, the unfortunate thing is, I cannot predict what Bane will now do.
I don't think any
But
of us
no,
can.
but know that you will have my support going forward, and I'm sure, Ami, that Mistra will continue to support you. She's apparently invested quite a bit of secrecy into you.
I'm not sure if that worries me more, or makes me more interested to see where I end up. Probably a bit of both.
Honestly, you can count yourself in the same company as a god on that one. I will certainly be watching all three of yours journeys with keen interest, as I understand this Caroline has a unique journey upon her as well.
He is a psionic, so he does have some very interesting traits to her.
That she most certainly does.
Pretty
Some
sure
that I
she
feel she probably wishes for you to not know, but time will tell.
Hmm.
Now, I have expended a lot. There will be many people looking for comfort in the coming days, and I must ensure that Elerian stays safe. And there are many outside of Elerian who have been praying for your safety as well.
Well, it is good to know that we have allies, albeit not directly next to us. It's good to know.
Yeah, it's very comforting to know that.
Perhaps that is how we can maybe eventually turn this war around and perhaps unite the kingdoms. Well, maybe.
Maybe we could convince.
We're not exactly the most charismatic party, unfortunately.
No, we're unfortunately not. We aren't.
Well, I guess that is the job of the king then. He is a bard.
A bard that recently also got magic, I believe.
Well, he came through the tear, so he's always had magic.
Oh yeah, right.
He's an elf.
He's a high elf.
He's
had magic his entire life.
he big magic.
He big magic boy.
Big
Well,
magic.
That's Fey ancestry, yo.
Ooh. Well.
Ami and Rubius literally being first generation spellcasters, and fucking the king being like, I've had magic my entire life.
Well,
Y'all.
I've
My
been
answer.
surrounded by magic.
well, my ancestors probably would have had magic. Question mark? I don't
Yeah.
fucking know. They are kitsunes, so they're kind of just a little magical by default. And they also
yeah, the
came from
king-
kitsunes.
The king has had magic his entire life, and he.
Mhm.
You do not know exactly how old he is because nobody's really asked him. But you can easily guarantee that he is at least over 300 years old, judging by because he was already considered quite old by Elerian standards when he came through the tear.
Also, an elf is only considered an adult by the time they're over 100. So
Yeah.
Dance.
Now, I will leave you for now. But
Thank-
remember that I will always be watching so long as the moon is above you.
We thank you so much for your help on the battlefield tonight, my lady.
And you feel her presence leave. As the temple now falls completely silent.
Okay.
keep that up.
All
I
right.
mean, you keep the music on. It's a fucking vibe, yo.
You know, that's true.
It's like perfect night. It's like immaculate nighttime vibes.
Fansamima is giant vibes.
And I'm pretty sure that's Fonsanima Might already. So like,
It is Fansamima night.
What
hun.
is the fucking unpause?
so like, keep it
You
going. The
fucking-
vibes are fucking immaculate.
How the fuck do you unpause a song? Oh, resume. Okay. All right. So you both leave the temple. Caroline, while they were off doing that, what did you do for the night?
I think for the most part, Caroline's just gonna be vibing. Really, she's not.
She goes back to the house that she bought.
Yes, and continues to enjoy it. Just, like
She owns property. She's just gonna fucking enjoy it, yo.
exactly. Just like kind of just thinking about the battle and stuff like that. Just kind of just taking in all that has happened and just hanging out.
All right.
Yeah.
So, after a while, Ami and Rivias return to the house as well. Unless either of you would like to do anything else before you call it a night.
That's it from me, Chief.
Yeah,
wants to do
Rubius
it.
is just probably gonna spend the rest of the night
Oh, yeah,
reading.
once I get the gold, I can actually copy the rest of these damn spells in my spellbook. Hog.
All right. So, you get home. You all retire to your rooms. Rivias spends the night relaxing and reading, as he no longer feels the need to sleep.
Aspect of the moon.
Aspect of the moon ba.
I take the moon, Ru H.
I take the moon.
Ru H. the fucking moon?
Uh,
The moon Ruh. The intended purpose of that emote.
True.
Why it's that the intended purpose of that emote? I don't know, but it's borrowed.
I don't know.
So you
Yeah,
never
it's
fucking know
borrowed.
if that man.
Uh-huh.
Oh, sorry. So you all have your relaxing night, and in the morning, there is a knock at your door.
Hmm.
Hmm?
Someone knocked at the door.
There is a knock at the front door.
Caroline is going to answer it. Can I see who
As
it
you
is?
open, as you crack open the door to see who it is, there is looks to be an elf, quite young, standing there going, "Excuse me, is there a Caroline Rivias or Army here?"
You're speaking to Caroline.
Ah, excellent. The king humbly requests your attendance at the throne room as to discuss the matter of payment.
Oh. That's I like to hear. Alright, I shall
Mercenary
Grab the-
and hearing payment. Ah, yes, words I like to hear.
I shall grab the other ones then. We'll be there. We will be there momentarily.
Honestly, maybe morning, but goddamn, these vibes are immaculate for day and night. Out of combat vibes, immaculate right now, dog.
Yeah, Funk Mine was like the best theme in the game. Deadass.
I don't even remember what fucking area this is, but damn if it ain't the best.
It's in Uriah.
Which one is you right again?
The fish one.
Oh, the one that swallows up the boat that you take?
Yeah.
Try and okay, that one.
Caroline,
the village. AK home to
Caroline
the
will.
Go ahead, sorry.
I was just gonna say Caroline gets the other two and informs them of payment from the king has been issued.
Well,
I assume he wants us to retrieve.
yes, the Merc Center, i.e. the home of i.e. the thing that has the screen that has literally the best fucking music in the game for literally no goddamn fucking reason. Actually criminal how good the fucking merch screen music is. It's criminal.
Alright.
Even.
Anyways, continue.
But ye.
So, do you all then make your way back up to the keep to talk with the king?
100%.
Yeah.
100%. Yes, nothers.
Alright.
Time for daily spell prep.
Yeah, I have to swap out my spells again.
I wish to be paid. Please and thank you. Please, mister, I wish for money.
Yes, you want your fucking money, mercenary.
As you all make your way back up into the keep and into the throne room, you see the king sitting at the war table with Justice standing next to him. The king is currently he seems to be reading a note as you walk in, and he looks up from his note and goes, "Ah, welcome."
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Oh, is it morning already?
You know.
I mean, is it morning?
And he looks out the window. Oh, I guess it is. Yes,
That was more of a me to you question, but you know what? Fair enough.
it is morning. Yes.
Okay. Just making sure we hadn't pulled some. You got
No,
summoned at 6 a.m. bullshit for pre
No.
dawn.
It is about 8:30.
Damn. 10 hours.
And
Mac
he's
goes.
he says, me and Justice have been working here in shifts most of the night. Your payment. Yes. That's why I sent for you.
Hmm.
And he comes out, stands up from his table, and Justice walks with him. You not only managed to stop them at the bridge, its destruction was unfortunate but expected. It is what we planned after all. And with your intervention, we managed to hold the walls and, pointing at Caroline, stop assassins from getting into my castle.
Hey, I saw them.
Yeah, we saw them.
I was the one who saw them.
How many of you saw them?
Yeah.
I was the radar for the lock-on missile that was Caroline.
True.
Well, I should say the surface-to-air missile that was Caroline, not the lock-on.
The surface-to-air Caroline.
Yes.
the surface to air Caroline, yeah.
The surface to stab.
Doesn't know. Stab to air.
Nice.
Stab to air, I like that.
Yeah,
I like
that way
that
it's
too.
still a Sam. Who smile.
Brilliant.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. Stab. Surface. Stab to air. Oh.
surface
Ah,
to
fuck it, I
air.
don't-
STA.
Ah, fuck it, I don't care.
That requires effort to really.
That
think
requires
about
me to
them.
give a fuck. It's a funny.
Exactly.
It's funny.
It's funny joke.
A funny joke.
I mean, you know what is? Stab to air missile. Yeah, fuck you. That's still a Sam. Fucking trying to ruin my. Still trying to ruin. I'm not trying to. Stab to air missile.
No, yeah, that is a stab to air missile.
Yeah,
Yeah, okay,
yeah. Screw you. Still a Sam.
There you go. You got it. You got it.
You
Still
got
a
it
Sam.
eventually, love.
Trying to ruin my fucking joke.
You ruined mine.
Okay, and
He got you.
Anyway.
Ladies, you're both beautiful. Let's move on.
Anyway, the king walks up to you and Justice follows. Justice is holding 3 bags.
augers.
What? Champ.
And the king says, I wish I could offer you more, but currently the coffers are straining due to war. We have to ensure that we can have enough to support the kingdom. Especially now that our trade has been...
Obliterated.
Our trade routes are either blocked by an army or currently floating in the water.
Have you considered naval trade?
Our navy is currently fighting the Imperiums. We cannot safely do any trade,
Well,
as
hope
they have a
it's like it
significantly
was.
larger fleet than us.
Fair enough.
But I can offer you a good amount of gold. And Justice hands each of you a bag. They are quite heavy bags,
Mm-hmm.
and you receive 20,000 gold each.
Wait.
Nodders.
Nodders.
Acceptable payment. Nodders.
Oh
Nodders.
my god.
Nodders. Okay. What's the
No.
spells? Okay.
No.
Uh,
Bye. Fuck, I need to know how. I need to know what the fuck those spellbooks had in them. I knew they had more than fly.
do you want the spells on?
Yeah, the spells from the spellbooks we covered from the
I-
bridge battle.
Okay, hold on one moment, please.
Listen, you know I was gonna do this the second I had the money for it.
I
Minor
don't
tip.
know.
By the way, the king works at NASA now. Just a minor life.
God fucking damn
Makes
it.
sense. Makes sense. Makes sense.
No, as in we literally no, as in Rez, he literally works for NASA, and
One of
when,
our friends works
Yeah.
at NASA for some reason.
or yeah,
And he told them this as minor life update. I work
Yeah,
at NASA
added-
now.
added me because this was on a night that Stream Sporter Chat and Enigma was doing the Zeke's birthday meme. Added me and said small life update. I work for NASA now, and everyone freaked the fuck out because this man just casually dropped that he works for NASA now. God, it
Anyways,
was so funny.
I put it in Roll20 chat, hun.
Thank you.
He wanted to make sure he gave you enough space to think about that.
Why?
God damn it.
I can learn ice. Oh, let's fucking go, dude. Storm? I mean, Ice Storm's okay. Ice Storm's okay. Oh, it's fur. Oh, okay.
Oh, I can get a cloak of invisibility. Probably not though. It's a legendary kicked over you. We get access to rares and very rares, right? And uncommons.
Yeah, that's the majority of what the shops here stock. There are no legendaries in Elerian.
Yeah, that's
Stomp.
fair enough.
Yet.
Yet.
Listen, you never know what might be shipped in from the other kingdoms.
Weaponized memes. That's what.
Well, currently nothing.
Yes, I know. Absolutely immaculate vibes.
I will just let you all sort out what you intend to do with your new money.
T-pose on everyone.
Yeah, I don't know what I want.
I want to continue to be a rich bitch.
Yeah, we know. Okay, so that down. 1, 2, minus. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Okay. Um, you people are horrible. I'm going to hurt you.
We are popcatting.
I can see that.
How can you see when it is a sound?
I'm going to stab you.
I'll be honest, I don't know the sounds that these two make half the time, so I've learned to just ignore them.
The answer is
Significantly
usually-
less cursed than other sounds I've heard.
You know what? That's
So-
fair. Anyways,
I was about to go. I could make it a lot.
Significantly,
worse,
significantly less cursed sounds that than I've heard come from Can. So
anyways, fucking stonks on new spells. Alright, that's 5 new spells. You'll love
Yeah,
to see it. Because I already had Fly.
Can was the first person to teach me that asexuals are built different.
What's that supposed to mean?
Only...
I'm talking about the ever more orgasmic. Oh yes.
No, that's just Caroline.
No,
That's just a fucking meme from years upon years past. Frankly, eat it.
I don't know memes, so
Yeah, well, I do. Lived on
and
YouTube
the
for
only
decades.
the only people I've ever heard do that is two asexuals at each other.
Because it's funny.
Ew.
Yeah, cause
Yeah.
it's a meme. Yeah, it's a meme. It's a very stupid meme.
I will have you know it is peak performance.
Yeah, of a fucking meme.
I can't even say that with a straight face.
Yeah, it's right. Yeah, cause it's a goddamn meme.
Oh goodness gracious.
Okay.
Oh, good times.
Okay. Okay, so four, eight,
Great.
4, 8. Uh, 14. 22 minutes to copy my spells, because the various spell levels. Nice. I could make Tasha's Mind Whip a fucking acid damage. Oh god.
Oh god.
I could make Scorch and Ray do acid damage. That's fucking nasty, dog. Wait, I could make acid damage psychic. No, acid arrow psychic. Oh shit.
Hear me
Scribe
out,
with
though.
yo.
Hear me out though. Pasta.
What?
How much is a +2 heal?
Let's go see. Oh, let's go back to the fucking items inventory. Huggers. This is the only campaign where I actually consistently need the fucking items tab. Because we can actually buy and afford things. It is a rare. So it is 5,000.
I could also make it a +3.
Problem with that. That's legendary. So that's it's a little more than we have.
A +3 is a very rare, hun.
Oh wait, a +3 shield? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well,
+3 shield would be very rare.
still really fucking expensive. Cause that's still 50,000.
Oh yeah.
Little more than we have, because the pricing conventions are silly. We don't talk about legendaries. We yeah, we're just not going to talk about legendary items. God for fucking bit artifacts. I mean, on the bright side,
On the bright
Why?
side, I get a
we
plus
still
2
have a lot of
heal.
fucking shit.
On the bright side, life.
I'm cut up.
I only have 1 or 2 min slot left, so I don't
Same.
know what to do with it.
Hey, I know what the fuck to do with mine.
No? I mean,
Exactly. Like, what the fuck do we have to do with ours?
we have 1. I mean, I could also get an amulet of health, but that sounds dumb.
It's significantly less advantageous for you because you already have stuff in con.
Yeah, exactly. I don't need it.
But it can still help.
I could also be funny and add adamantine armor and be immune to crits and not have anyone hit me. It would be funny, but I won't. I won't. I won't be that mean to everyone.
Do it though, it'd be hilarious.
God, I could.
Do it for the vine.
I mean, I do have the money to have adamantine armor. A plus 2 healed. And jack up my AC to like 24.
Whatever
Wow.
you want to do with your stuff, with your money, is up to you.
True. Hey, what's the magic item shop got in stock again? In terms of like uncommons.
Hold on. I don't have that document open right now. Hold.
Okay.
Ah!
Fine.
Because I didn't think I needed it.
Make
You knew we would get. You knew we would be getting to the fucking point where we would.
Extended shop. He has a common magic items. The scribe's pen, pull-up collapsing, thermal cube. Oh, let me just. Eh.
I mean, dimensional shackles could be useful if we could even fucking put them on anyone. We have enough time, right?
Okay, DM. I have actually, Alex. How much would buying upgrading my shield to a plus 2 and getting adamantine cost?
Wires me to know what the fuck anime. God.
what is the rarity of adamantine?
Hold on.
Normally?
Wait. It's an
Yes.
uncommon.
No, I don't mind no God.
Wait, adamantine's only uncommon?
Yeah.
Crit immunity is fucking uncommon. Fucking what, dog?
Many the fuck?
None the fuck? Fucking
Damn.
adamantine plate armor. Fucking.
That words you just said, and all I have to say is 90 the fuck.
That's 500
Literal-
GP. It's 500 GP.
For immunity to critical hits.
What the fuck? What? I mean, you'd have to see if you can get the runes from the +1 plate armor that you're wearing transferred over to an adamantine plate armor, but also adamantine plate armor sounds fucking expensive, cause plate armor is already 2 grand. Plate armor is expensive at fucking +1 plate armor. Oh my god, monk of fuck.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it would be. I would have to upgrade that art fight armor again.
Yeah, because
I
unfortunately you cannot simply change the element of your current armor. That's not how that works.
Yeah, I know.
could you get the runes transferred though? So we don't have
I'll
to pay the
say
so we don't have to pay the full fucking $5,000 again to.
yeah. I'll say it can. I'll say it can be done, and it'll be quicker and yeah cheaper.
So about
I'll
10
say
grand for each, both?
yeah. I'll say transferring runes is about half the price.
Okay, so adamantine. Okay, so adamantine half plate's about 2,500, and then transferring would also be 2,500 since it's half of 5K. So
So
it's
10,000.
$5,000. That's 5K for adamantine for making the adamantine. That's 2,500 for making the adamantine half plate, and then which is already probably going to be a bit of a lengthy process because that's Jesus Christ. And then another 2,500 for transferring the +1 runes. The enchanted nature of it to the new adamantine plate mail.
Wait, I don't. No, I didn't upgrade my armor. I upgraded my shield. I don't have a +1 armor.
Oh, well, noted.
Okay then.
I thought you did.
No, I didn't. I didn't have
He
enough
upgra-
money
yeah,
for.
he didn't have enough money. Shields are cheaper because I think shields are a
They're
rarity
1 tier
lower.
Yeah, they're a
Yeah.
rarity lower.
Yeah.
So then it's 2,500 for the armor, and that for the adamantine plate armor.
And then if I upgrade it, it's 5K.
And then to upgrade for a +2 shield. No, I don't need it. Yep, let's do shield. Okay, yeah, that's fucking. God damn.
So how much money am I spending on my jacking up my AC again?
7,500.
7,500?
Yep,
Well,
that's it.
that's not bad.
Yeah, that's good. I mean, if you really want to jack up your AC, you go for fucking +1. +1, which would be a rare, and that would be $5,000.
I mean, I do have money.
We do have money, yes.
Money.
We do
Money.
have money. So
Caroline could also probably stand to get some upgrades.
can
Nah.
please
What?
upgrade
Why?
your armor.
Please
Please.
upgrade your shit.
What?
Please.
Please upgrade your AC.
My
Please.
my
Damage.
AC is fine.
Upgrade your weapon. Deadass.
At least upgrade your weapon, if nothing else, please.
What? My weapon is fine.
Bro, how much money do you have? How much?
I don't want to talk about it.
You're going. DM, look at their sheet. Look at his sheet. Look at her sheet. Tell me how much fucking money this man has.
Why do you keep hoarding your money?
Because money is good.
Anyways, I'm gonna continue.
You
making
have
my,
at least 24,000 right now. You shut up. Bare minimum, you have 24,000.
Here's the big thing. Caroline, Ken doesn't have how much money Caroline has.
What the f?
I do. I have it. I have it on my D&D Beyond, but not my roll
Oh,
twenty.
of course if you're. Okay, gonna go look at the D&D Beyond. Madge.
I can't.
Fuck.
I thought you had access to it. Whoops.
If I do, I don't know where it is.
Anyways, how much is a +3 shield and a +1 adamantine armor?
+3 shield? No, we can't afford that.
Fair enough. +2?
+2 is $5,000.
+2 is 5,000.
Yeah.
Okay.
You could also probably get a bit of a discount since the setup for the since the +1's already there. Maybe, I don't fucking know. It's up to Amps.
No.
Okay.
My ruling is that price is to upgrade from a +1 to a +2.
5K
or
for
just to
plus,
get it from base because it's
plus 1,
how it
2,
is
plus,
in
plus
pricing.
2 shield, and then for adamantine,
2,500 for the armor itself. It'd be 7,500. It'd be 7,500 total. For both the adamantine plate, full plate, and then also +1 on set hat full plate.
so that's 12.5K.
Yes, if you want all of that. How much money does fucking Caroline have? Bare minimum 24,000.
I mean, you were close on the first guess.
I mean, and I had you as having before the money we just got. You had 4,000. You had 4,440.
Mhm.
And considering we all just got 20 grand, kind of simple math. 24 goddamn thousand, and you're not spending literally any of it. You could. Why? Why?
Because I do a think.
Caroline is plotting something. I just know it.
Yeah, fucking I guess, because they just want to leave themselves in the back.
Considering that we've been in engagements that don't fall into my specialty, yes, there's a reason why I've had to stay in the back.
That's not what I meant. I'm just,
I know.
fuck you. Stop doing the thing I do to people, Madge.
You underestimate my power.
Anyways, I have 750 left. 7,500 left.
Oh, so you're actually okay. So you're going the +2 shield and the +1 adamantine full plate.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you have
black-
exactly. So you have exactly.
Upgrades.
So you have exactly 75. You have exactly 7,500 left.
I will make enemies cry. I will
You
make
already
M's,
do, frankly.
I make M's cry every time he tries to hit me.
Well, I mean, other DMs could take a note. Hey, let your players' AC actually matter instead of having things that have an over +10 to hit. They could take a hint and let players' AC matters instead of punishing everyone for the AC of one person.
But yeah, don't worry. I have plans.
Besides, the more reliant on AC tanking you become, the more punished you can become via saves.
Yeah, I will literally get annihilated by 2 things.
Dex
A dex
saves.
save and an int save.
And I can help you with neither of those
Smiles?
things. I can help you with one of those things, technically, but I don't have the spell for that. Anyway, the fucking music stopped, Madge.
Oh,
Yeah,
the music
it wasn't
stopped.
loop.
Hold on. I didn't loop it.
Madge.
Hold on. I loop it.
Okay, so what do they have for uncommon items? The magic item shop? What's that for uncommon items?
Taylor, you already have the list up of magic items, right?
Yeah?
Because Alex wants the uncommon ones, and I'm not finding it. Agree?
Hello.
Uncommons?
I basically want
Yeah,
everything it has, frankly.
I mean,
Post it all. Ruin.
True.
the uncommons from the shop or what?
Yeah, the
magic
uncommon
item
shop.
shop. Yeah, whatever the magic item is called. I
I
forget what it's
posted
called.
it earlier in the chat.
Is that all? Is that
That's the commons.
That's common.
Oh, I don't have any uncommons. You didn't tell me what uncommons was in there, so I didn't write them down.
It has
not?
uncommons. It had uncommons. I had a fucking packet of
Ow.
holding.
I don't know.
and the Arcane
I
Grimoire,
didn't
and
write
the
it
Amulet
down.
of
I'm
Divine.
sorry.
No, that's fine. We'll just have to wait for the DM to get it then.
Alright. Looking.
Anyways, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try and figure out my AC now. For the +4.
You could also get like one of the like a headband of intellect, like stuff like that to see like negate your weakness to end saves, or will help it. Only uncommon, surprisingly.
I can pick that up, honestly.
Well, if they have one.
If they have one, yeah. Do they have a headband and intellect kind?
I will
we'll
tell you in a
have-
moment.
Yeah, we'll have to see.
Smart.
I'm trying to find it.
Anyways, I go back to figuring out. So, if I have...
Alright, you already bought the bag of holding.
Yep. And the Amulet of Health. And the Arcane Grimoire.
So my AC
I'll
would be
upgrade.
24, right? With these upgrades?
22. Yeah?
Yeah,
I think so.
yeah, what?
Fucking god. An AC of 26? Normal enemies physically can't hit you without rolling a 20 anyways. It's actually just bullying. Like, if this was
and it's adamantine now.
yeah,
so
and you can't be crit. Oh my god.
it can't be crit, so it'll just be a normal hit.
Oh my, this is disgusting. Oh my god.
He's actually...
Literally immune. Oh my god. 20 AC, 24 normal AC cleric. That's fucking terrifying. Good god. Do not make the cleric waddle at you, for you will just die.
+2 shield.
I mean, I can always still.
That shield is giving you +4 AC.
That's actually 23 then, isn't it?
I don't know. I think Taylor just did the math on it.
Let's also not forget. I can yeet the cleric if they really want it.
I don't honestly, Chief. I don't think you can anymore.
I don't think does adamantine increase the weight?
It doesn't matter
Yeah.
about the weight. It doesn't matter about the weight so long as they're consenting.
Fair enough.
19
Fair.
AC.
No, it apparently doesn't increase the weight, which is interesting.
And then +2 shield is...
I was about to go. Yeah, just so long.
So,
So long.
+1.
Yes,
No, yeah,
so
no,
long-
it would do 23 AC.
It would
Yeah.
be 23, yeah.
yeah, like
Still insane.
Yeah.
That's
Wait,
20
then where are we losing in AC then? Wait, then did we like randomly get an extra AC this level or something? Cause
Did I fuck up?
We might have miscalculated last time.
yeah, you should only have 21 AC right now. Oh
Okay. Oh well.
well. Oh well.
Oh well.
still good.
God did it. Moonbow did it. Blame her.
Moonbow gave more AC. I mean, Mistra gave you a +1 to all your shit, dude.
Well, no, that was the other one. That wasn't Mistra.
Yeah,
That was the god
that
of
was-
wizards.
That was the god of wizards that gave that.
Yeah, that was the one.
Minor shrine, by the way.
Minor shrine, by the way. Imagine if I did that. Imagine if I did that and given that to fucking Mistra. Fucking. She hadn't just given me fucking more. Like, hey, you have been DI'd. Also, we have done no talking to. Well, I have done. I think. Well, while you're looking for that, I think Ami's going to make her way to the library because such things should be handled after session.
Yeah.
Because we're burning daylight and session time.
Yeah,
Although
so-
if people want to go further, though, because
Yeah.
you know.
We'll wrap up the session and then we'll deal with magic items and shit.
Yes.
Alright.
Actually, probably should have not did this at all until after the session. Oh well, we can always go longer.
Yeah, we can go a bit longer. Before you head out, as you receive your pouches of gold and you are slightly thrown by their weight, because 20,000 gold is quite heavy.
Although it has no actual in-game light, because otherwise this game would be fucking impossible.
You see a very greasy-looking halfling come rain into the throne room, and
is that the halfling that was in the chainmail?
no, this halfling is wearing.
Well, was
appears
it
to
the
wear-
one? Was it?
No.
Is it? Hey.
This halfling is a different halfling, and they appear to be wearing dock workers gear.
Oh.
Oh, Monka?
And runs up to the king and goes, "My lord, the preparations that you asked for have been ready. The ship weapons that we weren't able to mount before the war started have been moved into your courtyard for you to inspect."
I'm fucking sorry.
I'm fucking sorry?
You did what?
Are we using naval guns as land artillery? Because if so, I'll
I'm fucking down, but like, I'm sorry?
Excellent. If you'll excuse me, I need to go and check these to make sure that they're usable for my plans.
What? Quick question. What? I don't mean to be rude, my lord, but what are your plans with these naval ship guns?
Retaliation.
Thumbs up.
Okay. I hope they, okay. Thumbs up. Sorry
And
to interrupt.
he will walk out, and as you leave, you get to see, as since you are walking through the courtyard, you see two large cannons.
Hell yeah. Oh wait, that
And,
means this man's navy has fucking cannons. No wonder it's fucking the best navy in the world. Damn.
They're just small, though.
Small, but powerful.
Small
And
but
the
mighty.
and you can see that currently it is being explained to him how the fire mechanism on them works.
Augers.
And you see a gnome that's, as you're walking out, a gnome that's watching with a very happy look on his face.
Yeah, of course it's gnomes.
Of course it is.
Of course it's gnome, and it's a gnome. Freaking gnomes. Freaking nerds.
Right here. Fucking mean.
Huh.
Alright.
Just sure.
Certainly going to be eventful what the king has planned, it looks like.
Oh, more than likely.
Yeah, the cannons. Man.
And I would like to point out that you guys don't actually know what those are, because those are new technology.
So,
Yeah.
oh, see, these are just like commonplace in the Navy, or like are they like saved for like the flagship? What's going on? with that?
These are you. If you want, you can ask the gnome, since the gnome seems to have some knowledge about what these are, and they will tell you that these are a new invention. They were designed for the Elerian Navy,
Mm-hmm.
and when the war started, they were in the process of retrofitting ships with them.
Oh,
New
Baby.
invention made for Navy was in process of retrofit.
so these are just some leftovers then?
These are ones that were not able to be equipped on ships before the war started.
Okay, so then how many were equipped on ships?
The majority of them.
Hell,
But there are a good few. But there are a good few that were not able to, and those ships still have ballistae as their firing systems.
Okay, so that gives Elerian's navy a very decisive edge over the Imperium's.
Elerian's navy has always been the hardest punching, if they're even though they're the smallest.
Okay, so this is a very decisive edge. That
Their
the
biggest issue is that they simply cannot protect the entirety of their trade lines.
Yeah, but I mean, if you can blockade them in their own fucking ports, what the fuck are they gonna do about it?
Yep, that's one of the current plans. They just have to be able to push back the Imperial Navy first.
That's not a bad plan at all. Now, with the majority of the fleet having these, I'll be on my house what these are. Majority of fleet having those, that is a very fucking decisive edge over the Imperium Navy. Although it may be bigger. Well,
Yeah, these are quite large, quite large cannons. You, as a measurement army, looking at them, you could very easily just fit your whole head in them.
nice.
So how many gnomes are these cannons? I just want to know, okay? Gnomes are smaller than halflings.
Judging from the gnome that's there, in terms of length, these cannons are probably about 4, maybe 5 gnomes long.
Uh-huh.
And they stand about 2.5 gnomes high.
Uh-huh. So 4.
This is apparently the measurement system we've decided on using today.
It's Taylor. I mean, frankly, the fact that the fact that an ND person has a measurement system at all is, frankly, a fucking achievement.
I just like funny measurements.
I can tell.
Did you know there's a measurement system called a smoot?
Incredible.
And it's just the length of an entire dude.
Yeah, it's one guy. It's his exact length.
Okay, well, we should get a move on.
Uh-huh.
Just to not drag too many feet.
Yeah.
Alright, so as you leave, Army heads off to the temple district, as Rivius heads off to the market district. Caroline, where are you heading off to?
I think Caroline will go over Rivius, but mostly just to see what Rivius is doing with their money.
He's
Alright.
upgrading armor again.
Yep.
So, while Rivius goes to upgrade his armor and Caroline joins him, Army, you head to the temple district and I imagine directly to the Temple of Mistra.
Yup.
Alright. So you walk in and there are a few mages standing around. A few of them have books cracked open. Everything seems a lot calmer in here now that they are not frantically trying to transcribe books. And they are all reading from the copies that have been made. Upon seeing you enter, the head of the temple will spot you and come over. The gallant hero returns, I see.
I mean, the other mages helped. The other mages helped significantly. Well, I am not the only one to lay praise upon.
Elerian.
Don't worry, each of them has received praise as well, and the two who fell, they have been they have received their proper rights.
Happy to hear it.
Now, since we actually have some time, I believe we had a discussion to have.
We do. That is indeed correct.
And he will motion for you to come and join him in his office.
And she will follow. Honestly, I forget part of what the discussion we had was, other than the fact that they could tell me about Scribe's Wizard and that they could see Isidore freely.
So he takes you to the back and to his office and offers you a seat.
He will take it.
If my nose will stop being a pain and actually finally sneeze.
Incredible.
Ah, okay. It is stopped.
Revis, do you have any notes? Taylor, do you have any notes on what the discussion I had with the Archmage was about?
I do, but give me a minute. I stepped away from my computer.
Okay, because I have, like, mostly forgotten what we talked about.
that was a
few
while
weeks
ago.
That was a month ago.
Okay, give me a second.
It was
I
a
mean,
bit of a
Amps
minute
has the
ago.
notes as well. You can open them, Amps.
I have them open. I'm looking.
I should probably also put them down, but I'm not sure if they did. I have too many just random fucking text documents. I should really go about organizing those. But, you know, that takes effort. And I ain't about to do that in the middle of a session.
Oh.
You do not specifically have what you guys were going to discuss in the notes.
Oh. You were gonna talk about about Isidore.
Yeah, you were just going to talk about Isidore and
Scribe.
yeah,
Okay, and
and try and learn more about the world before the tear.
yes. Oh yeah, and Isidore can help fucking chronicle down the events of the fight.
Yes, and to help and to do that, yes.
And just chronicle the events of the world, and just chronicle the events of the world before the tear. Yes. Okay, I'm remembering now. Poggers. Memory.
Alright.
It's not failing me.
This time.
This time.
Alright. So, he sits down after you take your seat. So, what would you like to begin with?
I think one of the things we left off was definitely on Isidore.
Yes, I believe we were going to try and decipher where he came from.
I might have been part of it. Last night was very hectic. The events of the days leading up to the fight are rather hazy now.
Honestly, I can sympathize with that. It's not easy dealing with war. Well, let's begin with so, Isidore, we know that you come from before the tear.
Oh right, we were gonna try and figure out what the fuck time he was taking.
So,
I think that's what we're trying to figure out.
yeah.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Isidore, do you know when? What? When is your last memory, Isidore?
I
I have that.
okay,
Hold
cause I remember, yeah, 'cause I remember we talked. I remember that we talked about it. I just didn't remember when.
The last year Isidore remembers is 2584.
And the current year
Is
is
234.
234. Okay. And this is post hair. It's 234 post hair.
Yes.
Yeah.
It is 234 AC, which is after the convergence,
Yeah, convergence.
which is what the Imperium calls the tear.
Noted. It's hard to It's his last memory that he says that he knows was during the year 2584. It's hard to exactly pin down a. So, the Queen was still alive during this point. The Queen of Elerian was still alive during this point.
Alright, so that means that it was very close to the forming of the tear. For her to have been she was quite young, early 20s. So for her to have been alive, and her to have been a queen, which she became queen when she was 19.
So how old is the queen?
Queen's dead. Queen passed
No,
away.
I meant during her rule, right?
Oh, well, what was just said that she took rulership when she was 19.
Okay.
And the tear formed when she was 20.
Okay.
Oh, oh.
She was a year into her rule when a cataclysm struck her world.
Ha! That makes me squint. That the day that. Out of character, this makes me think the day that the tear happened may have been the fucking day that Isidore got just fucking snapped into a book. Which is, frankly, entirely possible.
Okay, so the queen was 19 when she started her reign. The
What?
tear
Uh, Isidore, how long was the queen into her rulership when... Well, before you were... Well, you blacked out, so to speak.
I remember I was in Elerian just a few days before her birthday celebration, so it would have been
And this was after she became queen.
after she became queen, yes. So
Oh,
it
God.
would have been
Damn it.
it would have been about
Fuck, I'm right. Fuck.
9 months into her rule.
Fuck. Okay, wait, so okay. It may be entirely possible that the day that the tear formed, you were put into a book. My guess is correct.
and he just sort of puts his hand on his chin. Well, that's a shit way to get introduced to a new world.
It very much is, but the timing is very. The timing is.
It's very coincidental, and it does make sense. This, whatever happened to me here, is clearly some kind of magic, and well, magic didn't
Yeah.
exist until the tear formed.
Yeah. So wait. So did the tear happen on her birthday, or a year after she took stewardship of the kingdom?
A
Cool.
year. It took place during her after her first year as ruler.
Okay,
So
so
it was
not her birthday.
It was a few months after her birthday.
I was about to go. That's a very terrible gift.
I've played Age of
No,
Calamity. That is the shittiest gift.
No, it did not form on her birthday.
God.
A
Her birthday was
year.
9 months into her rule.
When did you have any track of time after you last saw the queen?
Yes, I had. I remember.
2-3
I remember
months?
spending a few weeks in the main
Month.
library. I was busy cataloging some. I was busy cataloging her coronation, I believe, actually.
He spent a few weeks.
Okay, so a month.
Her coronation.
I honestly lose track of time when I'm in that library. It had horrible lighting, no windows to see the sun.
Match.
The tear was introduced.
So, if anything, that leaves potentially a month or two unaccounted for before the tear happened. It occurred around 3 months after her 20th birthday.
Well, and hold on, I have his name here. His name was Illerus. The head mage, Illerus will speak up. Maybe something else that can help us. Ami, do you remember where you found the book that Isidore is in?
That's a great question. It's a great question. That would be a question for you, Mr. DM.
So you would have found the book and the quill together.
Mm-hmm.
You would have found them in while you were wandering the forest near. Hold on, I can take you to the map quickly.
What? I'm fucking. Oh, I thought you were about to take me to like the
No,
map I
the
found
world
it
map.
on.
The world
God,
map.
I would have been dead if would have been dead.
No, trust me. I wish I had the motivation and creativity to actually make that for you.
Bro, I would have been fucking dead.
Come on, load for me, map. You can do it. I believe in you.
I'm loaded.
There we go. Alright. So you would have found it when you were wandering around the forest near here.
Noted. So would that be closer to Eternia or the Red Keep?
It's down here, which is technically
I
beyond
see.
their borders, but it's
okay.
technically closer to Eternia.
She would pull out a map, and I found the book. I found the book and quill near the lake, near the on the right side of the lake, to the northeast of Eternia.
Isidore, do you recognize this area of the map? And Isidore will sort of hop down and onto the map and walk over to it. And he'll pull out a parchment of his own and place it over yours, and it's another map of Eternia, an older one. Yeah, that's where the library used to be. It's changed a lot, but that's where I remember the library being.
He says they remembers where the library being, possibly the Grand Library. Well, the one before it was destroyed by the dragons.
And as he's looking
where it was, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
As he's looking down at it, he just sort of stares at it for a moment, and then he just goes, I remember sitting peacefully at a desk. I was writing in a book. I was busy transcribing the birthday of the Queen of Elerian. She had quite the party. I remember screaming. Why was there screaming? And there was nobody ever spoke in that library. Everybody was dreadfully dull. And then his sort of soft glow. His soft white glow turns into a blue. There was a lot of fear. Everybody was scared. I was confused. Then there was a rush. Like some sort of wave just washing over me. And then there was just nothing. Everything went dark. That's the last thing I can ever remember.
Did the dragons come through the same day as the terraforming?
He will.
I'm talking to you, Ems.
Yes, the dragons came through as on the pretty much the exact moment the tear formed.
I think that confirms my fear then. I think you were in the library when it was attacked by the dragons. The day of the terraforming.
Illerus will then. Have you been saying this out loud?
Yes, I definitely would have been conveying this to Illerus.
Illerus will then look at the map and go, the dragons, and point at where the tear is. The dragons came from the tear and were following the wave of magic. wave that Isidore describes may have been that
Oh.
passing through, because we know the dragons followed that trail very closely in the early days of the Dragon Wars. There was nothing stopping them.
Then how is he here? How did two I think you're supposed to be dead, Isidore.
Slight correction. I think in terms of the physical,
Well,
I think Isidore is dead.
yes, that's more or less what I meant.
I think, and I've heard of it happening before in Faerun. It's a very rare thing. I've heard of demons doing it, but never it just happening. But anything's a possibility when magic is raw and uncontrolled. But I think potentially Isidore's soul, as the wave of magic passed through him, and then through the book, when he died, there was still a magical connection.
Then
And it transferred his soul into the book.
then how did the book survive? Because, well,
Well, we have a lot of interesting and strange reports on how Dragonfire affects magical things. It's possible that in the same moment that his soul was transferred into the book, the amount of magic that was surrounding it at the time may have protected the book from the majority of the flames. I mean, it also survived for about 200 years before you found it,
yeah.
exposed to the elements, and it's in pretty good condition.
Did I find the book in the ruins?
Yeah.
I wrote that I found it in ruins. God, I hate it, but I fucking love it. But I hate it. God damn it. I hate this.
Wow, look at
But I
you.
adore it.
Look at him. Using
Wah.
backstory stuff.
Huggers.
Wowie.
Fucking McPaw.
You gave me little, so I did as any D&D GM does, and I took little and made it a lot.
I gave you the blank check. I gave you a little, but you know it's also equivalent to a blank check to say, have fun, do whatever.
I mean, he did.
True, he did, as an angel.
True.
Otters.
Well, I did find it. I did find the book and the quill in ruins, so I guess I just didn't realize it was in the ruins of the Grand Library at the time.
Most people barely know it exists. I actually only know of one scholar besides myself who even knows about the Grand Library.
Well, we have another now, just in a spirit
You know,
form.
he can remember it back when it was still a Grand Library and not Grand Ruins.
I wonder what else may still survive in there. May have been a one of a kind, but you never know what else might have survived.
It's possible. I know of one scholar. One moment, I need her name.
Oh, my boy frames. That's the one.
Dun, 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 dun.
There she is. There is a scholar, probably one of the most gifted humans I've ever taught. Her name is Gail, and she has unending fascination with pre-tear, with the pre-tear world, and she has dedicated her life away from studying magic and towards studying the history.
Oh, she's a historian, aka a big nerd, a giant nerd.
Squints.
I know that in the last 3 years she has spent a lot of time out near there, actually investigating the ruins. She studies them, trying to glean any knowledge about pre-Elerian.
Well, you should probably make time at some point to have Isidore have me transcribe a lot of what Isidore knows about pre-Terrarian.
Yes,
Well, Elerian.
it would be quite the boon.
It's
And who knows? That alone might the simple prospect of that might draw her from those woods.
It would certainly potentially give us a powerful ally. Now, on to the other thing. The nature of the wizard of the school of scribes, as you said. You
Yes.
learned anything since we last met?
I've been going through my old journals back when I worked with another scribe back in Faerun. Their order was quite rare even back then, but here in Elerian, I've known of one scribe before you, but they unfortunately perished during the Beast Wars.
So, I am the only one of my kind, then.
That I know of, you are the only scribe that exists in Elerian. No, if any others have ever come through the tear, they either belong to the Imperium or, well, I don't like to think about the alternative.
Concerning?
They're probably dead or enslaved or both. They spent lives in slavery and then they died.
My money's on they are at the Waffle House.
God damn it.
The Imperium Waffle House.
It's fine, they're Weenie Hut Juniors.
Kick.
So. Well, I can help you perhaps understand more, but I barely know much myself. Unfortunately, you will probably have to take the approach of
Trial and error.
scribe wizards of the past and learn it for yourself.
Well, it's gotten me this far. Won't hurt to rely on little trial and error for the rest of it.
Something I'm sure you've probably already noticed, compared to other practitioners of magic is your ability to change magic.
Change the formulas used in spells to alter the outcomes or outputs of magical energy. Yes.
There was stories back in Faerun that scribes were the creators of magic.
Oh.
They wrote the first spells, and thus they're able to change them at will.
Huh. That's
The validity of that is called into question by a lot of scholars, but
I
it's
can
one
see
of the
why.
it's one of the many legends surrounding magic.
Has to be countless of them. It is something that can perform miracles on whim. Should the caster be powerful enough.
And don't even get me started on some of the legends of clerics and divine.
Well, Rivius and I are kind of standing proof it was our plea that was her that summoned the direct intervention of the goddess Moonbow. It proves to be that one, divine intervention, that one proves true. But
Miracles are always hard to judge. But the gods definitely did bless us that day.
well, there will be consequences for our actions. How they shall manifest themselves, we do not know. All we know is that there will be consequences. For Moonbow broke an unspoken rule between the gods of no overt intervention.
Well, here's hoping that whatever those consequences are, we can deal with them.
Let us hope then so indeed.
But yes, unfortunately, all I know about scribes comes from observation, and well, being so secretive, that's pretty much the main observation I have. I can assist you in your learning process however possible.
Well, I can say that the quill that comes with it is very useful for copying down spells in literally fractions of the time.
So I understand. You transcribed more of this library in a day than most of us have been able to do in a week.
The quill is a very interesting part of being a scribe.
It certainly seems to be. Wherever you... And he stops for a moment. Question for you.
Yes?
You found the quill with the book, correct?
Yes? Same place.
I feel like that quill may be Isidor's itself. Seems it was spared by the magic as well.
Perhaps?
It would make sense that the quill and the book are linked then. Perhaps they both contain fragments of his soul.
That's not necessarily true. Because no, because the original spellbook, she will pull out the original one, I found at the ruins, and I found the quill there. Isidor's book I bought from the magic shop in town. That is the part, frankly, we were more confused about. but the quill may indeed still belong to Isidore, because I found it along with my original
Well-
spellbook at the ruins.
Yes, in that instance, perhaps it's not the book itself that Isidore is tied to, but his quill. And it simply moved his manifestation from one book to the other when you moved your spellbook.
That is very possible.
Since he manifested from the tome.
Yes, the Arcane Grimoire that I bought from the... I forget the name of the place, but I think you
The Fermenter's Brew.
Yes, the Fermenter's Brew. A very misleading name, if you ask me.
Her slogan is basically, "Not if you're looking for the tavern, this isn't it."
Well, maybe she shouldn't have named it that, then.
I'm not one to judge branding.
Fair enough.
We call ourselves a temple, and I mean, look at us, we're a library more than anything else.
Well, a library is just a different kind of temple. It's a temple to knowledge. Whereas a temple is a temple is just a library to religion. And a library is just a temple to knowledge. They're interchangeable, as far as you ask me.
Well,
I'm sure you have things to get to, and I think I oughta perhaps go pray to Mithra, because I've certainly got some questions for her.
and maybe she'll be able to be more helpful than me in this instance, but at least we know where you found the book, and we have at least a few theories on where Isidore comes from.
Well, and we know the fate, and we more than likely know the fate of his body, of his physical form, at least, as tragic as it may be.
Well, we can at least guarantee one thing. As much as some people say they didn't, Elerians did seem to have an immortal soul.
Man that defied man's soul who defied all. Well, I was opposed to logic, since it was quite literally in the opening minute that magic was in Elerian.
Well, I have some teaching to get to. There are people flocking to magic after the events on the wall, same as people flocking to the temple of Moonbow. People wish to learn, and people wish to offer reverence. So it may be that small shrine to the wizard outside might need to get bigger.
That I did offer tribute to the god of wizards, and it did empower my magic for the fight, so I should also go and thank him as well.
Well, I will leave you to speaking with the goddess. And he will get up, give you a bow, and
she will return the bow in kind.
And he will escort you out of his office.
And she will head to the, I guess, altar to Mithra, and will We'll pray.
All right. Give me a religion check.
Fucking don't fail me now. Fucking good RP. Don't fucking good RP shit rolls me. Oh, okay, that's a 17 because I forgot to take off advantage.
All right.
I
As-
literally got perfectly average. Nice.
as you sit before the altar to Mithra,
Mistra.
Mistra.
that one. Names are hard.
Games are hard.
You will feel a cool breeze blow through the temple as you hear her speak to you in your head. I guess I owe you some explanations, don't I?
A few, my lady.
Well, first off, congratulations are in order.
Thank you.
You performed a adequate defense of this kingdom.
If I had more magically higher kind, I most certainly could have assisted more, but my limits are still there. I still have my limits.
You do have the limits of a mortal creature, but sometimes it's not so bad to ask for help.
The gambit that we play, the gambit that Rivius played was a dangerous one, but it worked out, thankfully. Well, as we were informed
I know.
Yes, we were informed by a moonbow that you also had a hand in it, and I thank you for assisting.
Moonbow may have been the one to break the rules, but I certainly didn't stop her. In fact, I assisted her.
We know. Well, I know. Well, it's not to say that you didn't break the rules yourself with me. Moonbow was just the first to overtly break them.
Well, and you hear her. You hear her. Sort of. You hear her sort of. What's the right word? She speaks a little bit quieter. Well, you don't break the rules if you're not caught.
Oh my god.
Well, you have a point there.
And until the moment of you calling out to Moonbow with that Rivius fella, nobody did know. Now there are two who know, but they'll keep my secret.
Yeah, they have done a great service for Elerian and its people last night. As well, you as well. And Azeth, the god of wizards. You know, it's really confusing with there being a god of magic and a god of wizards.
He tends to specialize more, specifically into wizards, and I cover magic in general. The art of learning and teaching of magic to new generations has always been more of his strong suit.
Hmm.
I more of watch its patterns and its flows, and the flow of magic here in Elerian is particularly interesting to watch. But yes, it can be quite confusing.
I guess the first of the questions would be, what exactly have you altered about my fate?
I did not alter it all too much. The main thing I did was change your intended path. That day, when you were walking through the woods, you were following your trail, getting away from the wolves as you deem fit for yourself. I simply ensured that in the path there was an obstacle forcing you down a different path. A felled tree, nothing too overcomplicated. Simply made you take a different path to what you were originally intending, and that brought you to the ruins. From there, I knew your curiosity would get the better of you.
Badge. That's out of
Ultimately, your destiny was still in your hands. If you simply continued down the path, you never would have found the book and would have continued with your previous destiny as it had been laid out. But if you were the person I was looking for, you would have been curious about those ruins and found that book and that quill.
That brings me to the next question. What's... it's not... you can probably see my companion, well, the passenger along Isidore. Is he tied to the quill? And what happened to him after he was killed by the dragons in the Grand Library of old?
It was a chaotic period. The magic that came pouring through the tear was wild and untamed. It caused so many strange and interesting outcomes as it passed through. One of the things it did was it linked the soul of Isidore to that of his quill. An item that he held so close and so dear. And then when the dragonfire came, it burnt his corpse. But surrounded by the magic, the quill survived. The book was more luck than anything else.
I see.
His body simply blocked the flames from the book.
I see. Well then, how did the book I found have spells in it if...
That's a little bit of a goddess of magic secret.
Squint.
I made sure that the book had what you needed, since a quill would not alone be enough. There is always more to learn, and your book does not contain all, as I'm sure you have found.
Close.
But that is the beauty of the scribes. You will fill out that book yourself.
Already started on some of it. To the few wizards that we were able to fell at the Battle of Trader's Way.
And there will be many more to find. Magic is ever growing and ever changing here in Elerian. It has stabilized a lot with time,
Yes.
but
I mean, almost 4 centuries have passed. I would assume it has had plenty of time to stabilize itself.
the magic that flows from that tear is still wild and untamed.
I would assume any magic cast near it would probably have potential backlashes.
Or potential boons if one knows how to channel the wildness of magic.
Like a sorcerer? Or I would suppose, potentially a scribe. Since
Potentially. It is difficult to determine what will happen, but that is a question that cannot be answered for quite some time,
that would require me to
as
be
I'm
stronger.
sure you know.
It would require me to be stronger and to venture to the tear, which, as of right now, is a little bit just out of reach. I've grown considerably stronger since arriving in Therian, but there's still much more progress to be made.
But I want you to remember something, Ami.
Yes, my lady?
All the gods intervene. All of them always have, and they always will. We all have our secrets. We all intervene in ways to make sure that the others do not know.
That is fair.
But now that Moonbow has done what she has done, and I assisted her in that, you know that has changed.
Yes. I am well aware that there will be consequences for what we have done, and we will accept those. We will come to deal with those when they show up.
Good. Now, give me one moment. I need to double check something. Come on. Load, please. Pretty should have gotten this open already. There we go.
Maybe.
Sorry.
She will into your mind there will be a book that opens.
Oh.
And she will tell you, I will help you fill out that book just a little bit more.
Oh.
Pick one. and she will let you pick any 4th level spell that you want to add to your book
Any, as in any, from any class, from any list.
from any list.
Yo, Pog, free 4th level spell. Let's fucking go.
Oh boy, okay.
She's the goddess of magic. She's
You know
not
what?
constrained to wizards.
You know what? That's fair. Okay, that's a fucking bit.
So you can think about that, about which one of those that you want,
Yes, sir.
and you will instant, and she will gift you a. She will gift you with the knowledge needed to transcribe that transcribe that spell into your spellbook. Alright, is there anything else you would like to do before we end today's session?
Well,
Does the fermented brew have a headband of intellect? Magic?
Yes, it does.
Can I buy it?
LOL.
If you have the gold for it, yes.
How much? It's 500, so I should have the money for it. I think it's an
So,
uncommon. Hold on.
Can I choose just any? So, does it specifically have to be a 4th level spell, or can I do like 4th or below from any list?
You can do 4th or below.
Honestly, Hog. 4th level spells.
I will let you do
Little
4th
Croco.
or below.
I could do fucking call lightning. Oh, that'd be so funny.
Pog isn't the spell. Goddamn fart.
See, the meta play would to just be grab Revivify, just so I can like we can just not have to worry about that. But at the same time, if we have to worry about revivifying people, something's gone wrong, and shit may be going down the drain.
You could pick up spirit weapon.
I could in fact pick up spiritual weapon. I can also pick up hellish rebuke, just to say fuck you. I could pick up a life transfer. Ooh, I could pick up a life transference.
You can also pick up Moonbeam.
I
Moonbeam
could.
stonks high.
Moonbeam stonks incredibly high.
Moonbeam stonks rise.
I could make Scorching Ray force damage if I picked spiritual weapon. Oh god. That's disgusting. Do you want to do anything else, Taylor?
Oh no, I just want the headband of intellect.
Well then after her communion ends, she's going to go to the small shrine outside, well, nearby to Azoth, because she has to thank him as well.
When you head outside to the shrine, you see that there are quite a lot of people around it.
God
actually.
damn it.
It is people giving thanks for the wizards that protected the city.
Well,
Oh, that's very sweet.
she will go and wait her turn. Listening to, I guess, the people thanking the wizards, and by extension her.
So after a while, about an hour of people coming and going, there's enough people that there's few enough people there that you can get to the shrine without too much issue.
As such, she will go and pray.
Oh, I need to. That's all my attunement slots then.
For now. Who knows? We may get more. It's entirely
Who
within the DM's power to provide us more. Should we
Uh-huh.
earn? Because I mean, wild magic's fucking wild, yo. This ain't no fucking Faerun.
Yeah, because so my theory, I have to talk to you about my theory later.
Okay. Dear Azith, in large part, I thank you. In large part to your boost by magic, we were able to hold off quite a number of the Imperium's numbers. We may have had to resort to a desperate gambit from my comrade of mine to secure the fight in our favor, but still owe you thanks in the part that you played. And the knowledge I have gained in the before and aftermath of this battle. That will be her prayer.
All right. Give me a quick religion check.
Okay. Don't fucking good RP shit roll me, dude. Hell yes. That is what we love to see.
You will, as you finish your prayer, all of the candles that are currently unlit around the shrine all light up. There is a slight gasp from the crowd around. And you'll hear, well, this is the first time I've ever directly communicated with any of my worshippers. But as much as I don't approve of what Moonbow and Mistra did, I won't say I don't support it. You did good defending the kingdom of Elerian.
Thank
And
you.
Mistra seems to have plans for you. I don't know what her plans are, but she definitely seems a little interested in you. So, good luck. I feel you'll need it with her.
I feel like I have a good amount of luck on my side already.
That you certainly seem to.
Regardless, thank you for the boost, for the assistance, I should say.
We all interfere in our own little ways.
This is true. That much Mistress told me. It's just that Moonbow was the one to interfere. Interfere in a big way.
Oh, yeah. I feel like she got a scolding from her sister.
Yeah, probably.
Oh, I should probably talk to Saloon.
Oh, see, well, yeah,
But-
she had to have because because Saloon and Moonbow now know that Mistra interfered with my fate. Well, Destiny.
Yep.
Out of character.
Yeah.
And then he'll say, well, there are a lot of people currently praying at my shrines across Elerian, actually. It's quite strange, actually, to have so many people here praying for me.
Well, it was by the hands of wizards that so many of the Imperium were felled. So, I think it makes sense. The morale of the Imperium certainly wasn't having that great of a day against the walls and the fireballs.
No, they did not. I watched it all. I think we all did.
I think it was certainly the event to watch on all sides.
Well, good luck to you. I hope Mistra doesn't, do anything too crazy.
Crazy Jay might just be what we need to get through this war, so we'll have to see.
I've seen some of the crazy things she's done in other worlds that we hold power in. Trust me, you don't want to see the worst of it. But you might just.
Things can always get worse before they'll get better. Or they'll just get better. Who knows?
Ooh.
We'll have to find out, won't we? I
Maybe
do
we'll.
love a good show.
Oh, as do I. And was last night a great show. Even as one of the performers. Well, I'll let you get back. I'll let you get back to that. To answering prayers.
There are many of them.
Hmm.
And as he leaves, the candles around the shrine, they begin to glow brighter. And they keep on just glowing brightly in the morning sun. Okay. Is there anything else anyone would like to do before we wrap up?
Not really. I mean, I wanted to talk to Saloon, but he'll probably just say the same shit. Honestly.
Alright. In that case, we will end today's session there.
Probably scold me for pulling this bullshit. But it's fine. Don't worry about
Fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
it.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
Alright. Thank you for joining me today.
No, thank you for running.
Thank you for doing it with us for almost a fucking hour over.
Yeah. And thank you for all the money.
Immaculate Lab's gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck it. Let's keep it going.
Through age.
It's a good time.
Otters.
There we go. Keep them going.
Okay, but I can't believe M has let me literally Anyways, I have 7,000 GP on Rivias right now.